Welcome to Bloop. In this video, we are going to explain the web signer tool that can be invoked from our website. For you to use that tool, you must have a subscription first. And in our previous video, we created a registered user with a subscription for one of our products, the Fiddle, the Smart, the Grunt, and the Ultimate. Now, if you remember from this or that earlier video, we created Max50 as our user, registered user with a subscription and with a password. And on clicking login, the system identifies him as a authentic user of our website. Before we go forward, one thing that I must rephrase is that for our website and for our web signer tool to work, you need to use Internet Explorer version 7 and upward. And that's free for download from the internet. And we are working hard to make it compatible with other browsers, but at this moment, it is only Internet Explorer that is suitable for this tool. So having said that, the other thing you're required to do is allow pop-up in case you have blocked pop-up, because as soon as you click this here, it requires a pop-up to open, and if you block it, that won't happen. So another thing is any subscriber who has ever bought this and has an active subscription can have access to use our web signer tool. In another exceptional case, where if you are a customer to one of our advanced signer owner, then the advanced signer owner can grant you a one-time per case basis access to sign a document that he has sent using the advanced signer tool. So that'll be valid only for that document, which in most cases will be sent to you via a link to your email. But other than that, this web signer tool is pretty much available for those who have any one of these tools purchase or have an active subscription with us. Now, in order to use the tool, I click this pop-up, that link, and it takes me to the next page. And the next page, the things works from left to right. So we start from the left. We browse for a PDF document that has been sent to us, for example, from someone else, or it always existed or originated from this machine, and this is a document that we need to sign on. And the next thing we need to do is load this document to this design surface. Now, on doing that, this document is now getting ready for our signature to be stamped on it at whatever place we like it to be. The next block of control, starting from here, is mostly related to the mode of signature or the verbiage on the signature itself. Like for instance, this one, by default the mode selected is the freehand mode, and there are 4 other signature mode as well. In most cases, if we need to do just 1 or 2 signature on the entire document, this would be good enough, and provided you don't need your official seal to be part of that signature. But in those cases where you need a official seal to appear just below your signature, you'd need to select either the first, or rather either the second or the third option. The options number 4 and 5th, 4th and the 5th, is signature without seal and initial without seal, can be also selected as an option even though you have a seal on record. When I say on record, I mean if you have already uploaded a seal, your official seal for the system to identify. And I'll explain that when I come to this point. Now, in some cases, you might want your email address to be part of the signature block, or you might just want your name to be part of the signature block. So this is again optional. The next row of controls are mostly navigational. You can go to a particular page, up and down, navigate through this 8-page document. And the one after that is the recipient email. In case you want this document after signature be sent to someone and which email address you know, and that's the email address you're going to enter here. And when you submit, this document will be sent as an attachment, provided it does not exceed 25 MB limit. So this document will be sent as an attachment after signature. This checkbox is of particular interest. Why? It is by default unchecked, and this is very important. Why? Suppose you need this document to be signed by another person after you, in which case this document signature process is not completed at this time. It'll go to the next person who needs to sign on it. But if you check this box, the system will interpret it as all the signatures are obtained on this document and will lock that document from further modification. That's a security feature, and that's good to have. On top of the electronic signature, the system will also stamp a digital signature using a certificate file that's hosted in our server. If you forget to check this, the system will remind you at the time of submission. Let's see all this at work. Before doing submit and before starting our signature process, let's see this window. What it does is it allows you to configure a signature or save a signature before you start doing the signature process, so the same signature can be stamped over and over again. And the way to use this is click this icon and it pops up, and with the signature only radio button selected, you draw your signature. The way to draw your signature is keep on pressing the left mouse button while you move your mouse over a mouse pad. Alternatively, if you're using a laptop, you could press the left mouse button with your thumb while moving your index finger in the same pattern as your signature over the touchpad. If you didn't like the signature as it is now, you can clear it and do it again, just like you do on a pen and paper signature, and you can save it. On saving, the system will prompt you back with a message saying the signature is saved. You can do similarly for the initials, and we do that for initials and then save. Now if you have an official seal that you want to be part of the signature block, you can browse for it, and let's say we have one, and open that and load the seal to the system, and that setup screen goes away. Now you are ready for signature. For doing that, let's select signature on seal, and we double click here. So on clicking at a location anywhere in the document, the signature that you had saved earlier appears, and you also see a text box where you can type your name. Let's say John Pan is your name, and you can save it in the context menu that appears just below it, or you can remove it if you didn't like it. So let's save it. Now this signature has been predefined for this location. Now we can stamp another one, and the same John pen appears here as well, and you can click save here. So now two signatures have been stamped on the first page. Similarly, you can go to the next page and do the same thing, and at this time you feel that everything is ready and all parties have signed. You click sign, submit, and the system asks you one more time if all the required signatures are obtained. This is very important, and we should not ignore that. If we say yes, this document will be locked from further modification and nobody else will be able to sign on it. So having said that, if you said no, the document will still be stamped, but it will remain open for more signature by another person if there is another person that needs to be signed on it. So let's say yes. At this time it gets stamped with your seal, with a name, with a signature, the date and the time of the signature. And if you want to save this locally, you have the Adobe Acrobat navigational tool, which you can make it appear in a more elaborate way by simply clicking this, and the whole thing appears on the top now. In this case, you can choose to save a copy, save it for print, and since this was already declared to be complete, it is also locked so that nobody else can modify it, and this has been this cannot be now edited. So that's a security feature, and also there is an indication on the left saying that this has been signed. Although he doesn't know who signed it, but he knows that it was signed. Now you can save a copy and send it to the next person via your private email, or if you had provided one here, this would have been gone as an attachment during the submit process. If your document is too large and it spans several hundreds of pages and cannot be sent via the automatic attachment in an email, this would be the better way to save a copy, upload it to a cloud storage, and then you can give your friends or the next party in line to sign the document the link to that cloud storage, and which they can download at their end in a remote location and log into our website, carry on the signature process just like we did, and after all the signatures are obtained, lock the signature from further modifications. So this is pretty much what this tool does, and we hope we made it very clear. And if you have any questions, please call our customer service, and we'll be glad to explain you any confusion that you might have on this. Thank you.